Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dark Souls 2 walkthrough. So in the last episode, we finished off the Black Gulch and claimed our third Great Soul. And in this episode, we're going to be talking to two NPCs we couldn't before, starting with this guy.
I sense power. Very well. From this day, you shall be my new pupil. I am Carillion of the Fold. Surely you've heard the name. Now, do not be afraid. Let us explore the limits of sorcery.
So, Carillion of the Fold, he will reinforce your pyromancy flame, which is pretty cool. And he will sell you some basic sorcery stuff. Spell Quartz Ring, Clear Bluestone Ring, Amber Herbs, Twilight Herbs, blah 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 blah. And some simple sorceries. So yeah, all these ones which are from the first game, and Shockwave, that's a new one, which will topple opponents. So it's kind of like Force. And Soul Spear Barrage, which will fire a flurry of Soul Spears, pretty cool. And Yearn, which is Oral Decoy, I believe. So yeah, pretty cool stuff.
The forces of magic and souls lie dormant in this land. It is a fitting place to hone my sorceries. I suspect that I may even conjure up new spells here. Sorcery is yet a mystery, even to me. Let us mature together, young pupil. Use scrolls to unleash the power of sorceries. But the power of each scroll is reliant on that of its owner. The untrained cannot wield a scroll to its proper potential. Never forget, young pupil, there are no shortcuts to mastery. The forces of...
Yeah.
So, young pupil, may we meet again in Majula.
So now, Carillion of the Fold will move back to Majula. So you can buy sorcery from him in town, which is excellent. I'm not going to be using sorcery in this playthrough, but sorcery in this game is even cooler than it was in the first game, so that's quite nice. And I don't think it's quite as overpowered, but it's still quite powerful. Anyway though, I won't be using any magic in this playthrough, because I like to play full physical. Right, now there's another person we need to talk to, and that's good old Felkin. Felkin the Outcast, who was over here. And speaking of that, there's actually two other NPCs we need to talk to, which are the Covenant NPCs, because we now have the tokens. So quite a few NPCs to talk to at the start of this episode. But don't worry, it's not just going to be NPCs. Alright, Felkin, what you got to say?
The dark stirs. I see it. The dark has sparked within you. My name is Felkin. I will trade with you. What do you need?
He talks really weird. He's like a bit nuts. But whatever. So he'll sell the Chaos Rapier, which requires intelligence and faith, but is pretty cool. The Archdrake Staff, the Archdrake's Chime, the Chaos Shield. A Ring of Life Protection, which is pretty good. Oh, so Ring of Life Protection nullifies death, so it doesn't prevent you from death. So yeah, Ring of Life Protection is basically Ring of Sacrifice. Ring of Soul Protection is Rare Ring of Sacrifice. Don't know why they changed the name, just leave it the same, stop confusing people. Anyway, Dark Pine Resin, and he'll sell some basic hexes, and Magic Barrier for some reason. So yeah, these hexes, Dark Orb, pretty standard. Dark Weapon, will enchant your weapon with dark. Resonant Soul, basically a Dark Orb, but uses souls. So the more souls it uses, the stronger it is, up to a maximum of 2,000, I believe. Great Resonant Soul, which will also use souls, and will do more damage the more souls it uses. Resonant Flesh, which will convert souls into HP, and Resonant Weapon, which will convert souls into damage for your weapon. So hexes are all about using up souls in trade for power. So it can end up being quite an expensive form of magic, but it is pretty damn cool.
This land lies closest to the dark. That is why I came here. This kingdom collapsed long ago. All that are left are either undead or hollow. Save a few misfits like myself. I went to a great school in the south, but neither sorcery nor pyromancy appealed. I learned nothing. Nothing at all, but it was there that I happened upon the dark. It drew me in, the nebulous dark. Soon I was drawn to this land where dark runs deeper than anywhere else. Hexes originated here in ancient times. They were once a form of sorcery, but the practice was lost, then later rediscovered. Those devoted to hexes are a lonely lot, but nevertheless they give their life to their art. Such is the fate of we practitioners of dark.
So, dark magic, seen as rather unsavoury in this time, similarly to how pyromancy was considered rather unsavoury in the first game. In this game, pyromancy is seemingly more welcomed by sorcerers, which is quite cool. Shows a bit of change between games, but in this game hexes are more of a thing and are the thing that is significantly looked down upon.
What drew me to the dark? I do not know. Hexes are more than mere tools to me. I feel affinity and warmth, something universal, nostalgia even. Those who discover dark realize this, and they never come back.
Once pulled into the dark, there's no return.
This land, this save a few.
Yeah.
No matter, the time will come.
The Great Dark calls. Isn't it interesting? I do love how this game, the dark is way more prominent than it was in the first game. It's really interesting stuff. Really like the dark. If there's a dark ending in the games, which there is for every game, I will always go for the dark ending. Because the dark is what fascinates me in this game. Anyway, now head back to the Cathedral of Blue, because it is about time that we join the Blue Sentinels with this guy. Hello.
Transient being. You have obtained proof you are worthy of joining our order. You may call yourself one of us, and are free to plant your roots in this garden of the gods. Be proud. I, Targray, do proclaim from this day you are a Knight of the Blue. Rejoice and bask in your new honor. You are no longer a mere vagabond. You are now a guardian, a Knight of the Blue. Proud Knight, take this. Wear this ring and shine light upon stone. Then you will hear the voices of the Blue Apostles. Listen for their cries of help and repel the malicious invaders. This is the proud work of the Knights of the Blue, the way they elevate themselves to a higher plane. I'll provide what you need. You may visit me at any time.
So there we go, the Blue Sentinels. So by wearing the Guardian Seal, you will be pulled to the world of members of the Way of the Blue whenever they're in trouble, and you can protect them from invaders. Pretty cool covenant.
Proud Knight, you may come to me, Targray, for help.
So we can learn the dual bow gesture from him, by a morning star and a halberd, by monastery charms, some holy water and some bolt stones, and 2 miracles, emit force and heavenly thunder. Pretty cool miracle.
We Knights of the Blue must rely upon one another to achieve our greater goal. present your token of fidelity. To test your strength against other knights.
So yes, that's another use for the token of fidelity. If you use it, you can challenge other blue sentinels to a match, and whoever wins, I believe, gets another token of fidelity, or something like that. It's pretty cool.
Proud knight, aim high in all things. We knights must protect the apostles of blue. Never forget this fact, and by your honor, never eschew your training. There are others in this forsaken place who have only a lust for blood. They conspire to ambush blue apostles on the road. Knight of the Blue, protect our apostles from these bloodthirsty brigands. Take pride in your duty as a blue knight. Work hard and pursue a higher plane.
Alright.
We Knights of the Blue must
Yeah.
do your work, and I will lend you strength.
So there you go, the Blue Sentinels. They don't like the other Covenant, the Covenant that's all about invading people. Speaking of which, I'll just be over there right now. Alright man, I wish to talk about blood.
Oh, welcome. Welcome. Do you have a lust for blood?
Yes, I do. Love it.
Yes, of course. Why else would you be here? Do you give yourself the armor?
Yes, I do.
Then you will need blood. Lots of it. Undead blood, like your own. But it's not as easy as you think. Well, what do you say? Join the Brotherhood of Blood?
Yes, I will.
That can hardly be the whole story. I want to hear what you really think. You want more than just a little blood. You want to be drenched in blood, mired in its foul stench, am I right? Am I? Oh, just say that I'm right.
Indeed, time to join the Brotherhood of Blood. The Covenant that's all about invading and killing people.
I knew it. I knew it. Fantastic. You're the best. Now you are a servant of Na'alma. This crest of blood is yours. There. Another servant of blood is born. You will serve well, I just know you will. Well, how are we? Whatever you need, I've got it for you.
Alright, Tichigren. He is the guy. He sells the Great Scythe, which of course, good weapon. Priest Chime. Some bone armor, which is actually the Skeleton Lord armor, I believe, which is pretty cool. Delicate String, increases your chance of being invaded, so you can draw more people to you. The Red Sign Soapstone, the Cracked Red Eye Orbs, Silver Talismans, Hexagons, all that jazz. And some Pyromancies. Very nice.
Do you know anything about tokens of spite? Well, you can fight other blood servants with them. I'll reward you if you win, with red orbs. You know, a cracked red eye orb. Use them to visit other worlds and seek more blood. Tell me if you need anything else. I'm very generous. Anything to get you covered in blood.
Indeed. So, just like the tokens of fidelity, tokens of spite are the Brotherhood of Blood version. So every token of spite you use, you can challenge another member of the Brotherhood of Blood for the chance to get more cracked red eye orbs to invade more people and spill more delicious blood.
Have you heard of the Blue Sentinels? They're a thorn in our sides, to say the least. Their men are obsessed with hunting down blood servants. Who cares? It's just another chance to spill more blood. Doesn't that excite you?
Oh, maliciously.
You know anything about Token?
Yeah.
Tell me. I know the way.
You didn't laugh, you liar. So, there you go. That's the Brotherhood of Blood. You like invading people? That's where you go. So, let us head this way, up here, and through this crack in the rocks. What will we find down this final path? Whatever it is, I'm ready for it. Through here, round here, and out to this place. This episode is going to be light on content, guys, I'm sorry, it's mostly just NPCs. And over here, speaking of which, look who it is, the hulking blue sword. This is the man they spoke of.
Have you business with me? The way yonder is all blocked up, you see, by this god-awful statue. Heavens above! Who thought it a good idea to put it there? Oh, I'm in quite the pickle now.
Sounds like a dwarf. Go on then, toss me.
See that statue? Gives me the willies. You stare at it for long enough, it starts to look alive. It just doesn't seem quite right. There are no craftsmen round these parts. Hey, you don't think a real-life person was turned to stone, do you?
A statue blocking the way. Let's investigate. Get some homeward bones and some life gems. Now, in here, I recommend going in here first. Stab these guys. These guys are not a big threat, but they will hit fairly hard, so watch out. And they have giant inflated ball sacks for some reason. I have no idea why, but it's disgusting. And over here, this person, they were trying to pull this lever, but they got petrified. Well, let's use a fragrant branch of yore. Yes, if you don't have a fragrant branch of yore, you can't progress past here. So, yeah, be sure to save one for this. Hello?
Thank you. I've been petrified. Hard to speak. Give me a moment, please.
Alright, I'll give you a moment. I don't imagine being petrified is quite nice, I bet it's pretty horrible. Anyway, Mr. Man.
What? Clearing the way was your doing, was it? Didn't think you had it in you, pal. No. That's not like it sounds, you know. It was a pleasant surprise, that's all. Name's Ben Hart. Thanks to you, I can resume my journey. If we share the same path, I'm sure that we are going to meet again. I'll repay my debt to you in battle. I swear it, by my sword. The road ahead's going to be long, but I'm here to help.
Benhart. So, he will be able to be summoned for battle. And of course, just like Lucatiel, if you summon him for free battles or around there and he survives all free, then you can actually inherit his equipment. Again, it's pretty awesome, including that big blue sword, which looks just like the Moonlight Greatsword from the first game. Pretty interesting.
I am in your debt. It's a true man who honours his debts, and I'll see mine paid. I swear it by my ancient sword.
And we can learn the joy gesture. Fantastic.
I swear.
Yeah. He kind of reminds me of Siegmeyer. You know, an honourable warrior who's like in your debt and stuff. He is kind of like the Siegmeyer of this game. I like him. Right, you done yet?
I'm fine. I think. No. I'm fine. Really, I am. My name is Rosabeth. Thank you so much for rescuing me. Oh, you're that traveller. I still haven't thanked you. Well, I'm quite a hand at pyromancy. So perhaps you could consider this my thanks.
A prism stone? I'm pretty sure she'll give you a pyromancy flame if you don't have one already.
I was attacked and turned to stone, I think. I owe you my life. If you had not come... Oh, I feel shameful wearing these rags.
Yeah, your clothes are a bit lacking, to say the least.
I hate to burden you further, as you've already saved my life. But just look at me. My clothes are in tatters. Do you have any clothing that you could spare? I'll take anything, whatever you don't need. I'm not particular when it comes to apparel. Anything at all will do. Just put it on the ground, and I'll change into it later.
So, Rosabeth of Melfia. She will sell you Flame Quartz Ring, Thunder Quartz Ring, and Dark Quartz Ring. And she'll sell you some burrs and a few fire seeds, very nice, and some basic pyromancies. Very good stuff. And you can actually give her your equipment. Now, I don't know if you have to give her a full set or not, but it's good to do so. I'm gonna give her the tattered cloth armor, because that's a pyromancer set anyway, so it'll be good for her. And I actually already have multiple pieces. Where did I get those from? Anyway. So I have those, and there you go. And now, next time we see her, she'll have changed into that stuff. It's pretty cool. And of course, she can reinforce your pyromancy flame.
I have my very own teacher. His name is Carillion of the Fold, a famed sorcerer in Melfia, our hometown. I was fascinated by sorcery, and so, well, he's so unique, you see. When he set out for Drang Lake, I couldn't let him go alone. But we were separated, quite early on, I'm afraid.
Bit of a Griggs and Logan vibe from these two.
I'm rather unskilled. My lord probably ditched me. But, oddly, I'm a fast learner when it comes to pyromancy. What we're fascinated by, and we're skilled at, are not always the same thing. Why can't I just focus on what I truly enjoy? Oh dear, I shouldn't be so choosy. It's hardly my place.
I'm sure we've all been there.
I have my very own...
Yeah.
But thank you so much. I'm very happy for this gift. After I change into this, I'm heading for Majula. I'm not sure where I might find the Lord. But perhaps Majula is my best chance.
Probably. Right, we're almost out of time for this episode, but I do know where I plan to stop it. It won't be too much longer. So open up this, and get ambushed from every side. Yeah. And yet these guys will inflict poison, so that's lovely. Oh. Stab. And yet that's what was responsible for her petrification, a basilisk. Damn basilisks. Alright, and in here, a bonfire. How lovely. Right, over here. Anything in here? Yes, a chest. Lovely. What is in the chest? In the chest is a shard. Fantastic. And up here, you have to make a jump here in order to get over here, but it's worth it. Ah. But it's stupid. There we go. Call me, yeah. Call me. Yep, another one. Stab. Stab. Nothing in there. Is there anything on the other side? There might be, I can't remember. Let me just check. So dumb. Why is it so dumb? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Jesus. Right, there we go. Made it. Now, screw you. And in here, a rather unique looking enemy. Ouch! Yeah, and he uses an anvil on a chain, which is pretty awesome. Soul of a Proud Knight and Human Effigy. There we go. But yeah, I'm not sure what even that guy is. It's like so few of them in the game. Like 2 or 3 in the game. It's weird. Right, let's head out here. To the Shaded Woods. Indeed. And over here, more of these guys. Consuming bodies. These guys are like zombies, like actual zombies. Get a Fading Soul. Which is not useful, but whatever. And there's some more of them. Ow, and they'll throw rocks at you, because that's nice. Come here. With your giant testicles. Oh, God. Stab. Stab, stab, stab. There. Get a life gem. Get a longsword. Very nice. Head up here, and don't miss this item. A Pharos Lockstone. Fantastic. Can never have too many of those. Alright, head up here, and there's a bunch of them up here. But they are still piss. Stab. Got. Stab. Stab. There. Easy. Get a Soul of a Proud Knight, and a Human Effigy. Fantastic. And in here is the bonfire. Fantastic. So that's where I'm going to have to end this episode, guys. Pretty light one this time, mostly just NPCs, because we had a lot of NPCs to talk to. But next episode will be much more action and much less talking. So look forward to that. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.